Now these have been in development for the past, now these have been in production, now these have been in development for over, now these have been in development for the 6, now these have been, oh my god! Welcome everybody to Very Important Geeks, and today we have episode 12 of Hot Swaps, where we talk about all the latest group buy news and other keyboard goodness. And first up on the list, I want to talk about the Work Louder Creator Board. Now the Creator Board is an ortholinear keyboard that you will be able to attach different modules onto depending on whatever workflow that you want. Now there is a module where you'll be able to put up to 5 rotary dials to control any parameter you want to that can be increased or decreased. And it supports up to 236 programmable keys spread across 4 different key layers, meaning you can have approximately 3 times more keys than a full-size keyboard. And of course you'll be able to use VIA or QMK to reprogram any of them. Now it starts out at a compact 60% footprint, but because of the different modules that you can add on, it could increase in size. Now they do use Work Louder's proprietary polycarbonate keycaps. Unfortunately, those keycaps look really good, and they come in a bunch of different varieties. You can choose to have them come with legends, with icons, or completely blank. But even if that footprint is a little too large for you, or you already have a keyboard that you really enjoy using, they also offer the Creator Micro, which is a macro pad version, and that one comes with 12 programmable keys and 2 programmable encoders. Next up, Rama introduces the Duck Switch. Now these have been in development for over 6 months now, but now they are finally available and help extend the mute mounting platforms found in a lot of Rama keyboards. So what they've sort of done is they've kind of implemented their own force break mod into the body of the bottom housing of the switch. And this presumably eliminates the need for switch films in the future because it creates a tighter housing, as well as to help create a deeper and more consistent sound profile. Now the Duck Switch is a linear switch that comes pre-lubed from the factory. It will include a long pole palm stem, PC top housing, and nylon bottom housing with a 2-stage spring. The stem rails are polished, and the mute mounting pads will be co-molded into the bottom housing. And because they know modders like to tinker around with a bunch of different switch combinations and make their own Franken switch, they have made sure that the Duck Switch components are compatible with other ones on the market as well. So if you've picked yourself up a Kara lately, or an M60 or an M65, consider picking up some Duck Switches as well. Next I want to talk about the NK65 Mictlan edition. Now at first glance it could look very inspired by Dios de la Muerta with the sugar skulls or the calaveras, but Mictlan is actually the Aztec underworld, or at least that's what I've gathered from the research I've done with this so far. I could be completely wrong, and if I am, go ahead and roast me in the comments for it. But what you get out of this keyboard is the typical NK65 configuration. It's a 65% hot swap board that uses VIA and USB-C. It comes with a black coil cable included, supports RGB lighting, and has an injection molded polycarbonate case and plate, uses plate mounted stabilizers, and a silicone dampening pad. And the switches that it comes with are recolored NK silks. And it's a very cool, colorful looking board. I especially love the ornamentation, all the different colors and skulls and designs that are on the back of the case. And the different colors of the stems on the switches is also a really nice touch. And the NK65 is a great entry-level board for somebody looking to get into the hobby. So if you want to get an off-the-shelf board with just a little more personality than usual, go ahead and check this out on novelkeys.com. And at the time of this video, it is on sale for $125, which is a really great price point. Next up from drop.com, we have the DCX Dolch keycaps. Now DCX is Drop's latest proprietary keycap profile, and it stands for Drop Cylindrical X. Now the profile boasts a gently sculpted top, but the keys themselves are a little bit on the shorter side, but they are meant to be manufactured a little on the heavier side, delivering a sturdier feel and excellent durability, as well as incredibly crisp double shot legends, strong shine resistance, and hidden sprue marks that are on the interior of the keycap instead of on the outside. And the Dolch colorway is among the most popular keycap colorways ever, because it treads the line of looking incredibly retro with the two-tone grays and the bright pops of blue-green. But if the Dolch colorway isn't for you, consider checking out the Drop DCX Keyman colorway. And it's again going to be DCX profile keycaps, but the colorway is an homage to one of our favorite classic hero princes. By the power of Grayskull! Yeah. That one. I don't really know who asked for this, but there you go. On the subject of keycaps, let's talk about the GMK keycap set. Now that's a very fun and cool looking keycap set. Now it's going to be your typical GMK build, double shot ABS with a 1-1-2-3-4-4 sculpt. But this one's just I mean, come on. So maybe the next time you consider typing out your conspiracy theory manifesto, do it with a GMK. Now, if you know the difference between the Fibonacci sequence and a 1-1-2-3-4-4 sculpt on a keycap profile, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more nonsense. Now let's talk about the KBD Fans Tiger 80. Now the Tiger 80 is obviously an 80% keyboard that's hot swap with the flex cut PCB that includes RGB underglow, compatible with QMK, and uses USB-C. Now the top and bottom case are aluminum, and the plate is injection molded polycarbonate, and the whole thing uses a leaf spring mount. And the kit includes the top and bottom case, the plate, PCB foam, switch pad, silicone socks, design tape mods, cherry stab kit, carrying case, stabilizer foam stickers, USB-C cable, and rubber feet. And it comes in a bunch of cool flat colors like black, gray, dark blue, light purple, burgundy, silver, and E-white. But there are two extra colorways which I think are the way to go because they offer this unique factory splatter pattern, and those colors are Deep Space and Arctic Sky. So if you like that pattern and don't want to go to the trouble of ruining your own board trying to make it, consider getting the Tiger 80. Next, let's talk about the DCS Windbreaker keycap set. Now these are manufactured by Signature Plastic using the DCS profile, made out of double shot ABS with cherry style legends. And my favorite thing about this keycap set, obviously, is just the absolutely in-your-face bonkers colorway. And this is definitely nothing but 70s and 80s Windbreaker vibe for sure. Now in addition to the base kit, you do have support for number pads and colorful space bars. And the novelties are just the best throwback. Tamagotchi, check. Discman, check. Walkman, check. Fab Windbreaker, check. Super Soaker, check. Whatever button, double check. Just superb all around. Superb, 10 out of 10. Now let's talk about the Pixelspace Capsule. Now officially I think the group buy for this has ended, but it's still available on clickclack.io for pre-order only, and I think this is a first come first serve sort of situation. Now what I love most about the Pixelspace 80 is that it looks phenomenal. It comes in a bunch of cool colorways, and the case is not your typical rectangular brick. It's got this nice curved side to it, so it looks a little more like art, and honestly to me a little more futuristic than just like the big square bricks that you usually see from keyboard cases. Now it is a 65% keyboard with a hot swap or soldered PCB depending on the layout that you want. You can have ANSI and ISO if you want soldered only, but if you want hot swap, that's available as ANSI only. And it's a black PCB that comes with flex cuts, and the whole thing is mounted using leaf springs and gasket socks. Now you have a few options for plates including polycarbonate, FR4, palm, or aluminum. And in addition to the case material and plate material, you have some material choices for the curved sidebar and nameplate module as well. Now those come in either aluminum or PVD stainless steel, and you have your choice of finishes including an aluminum finish, gunmetal sandblasted, chroma sandblasted, or mirror finish. And the rest of the kitting comes with an LED diffuser, pour-on foam, plate foam, under switch foam, gasket socks, and stabilizer shims. But if that one doesn't do it for you, let's talk about the Mochi 40 for all you 40% super tiny keyboard enthusiasts out there. If you've ever wanted a 40% with an encoder, try checking this one out. Now the Mochi 40 is a Canadian-made, burger-mounted 40% keyboard with an OLED screen and an encoder. The case is made out of Cerakoted aluminum. It comes in a bunch of well-named colorways, including butterfly tea, licorice, matcha, plain, strawberry, red bean, taro, and water drop. Now because it has an encoder, you have two different options of the microcontroller. You can choose the Elite C, which is wired, or the Nice Nano, which is Bluetooth. Now because of the encoder, there is some soldering that you will need to do even if you get the hot swap option. Very cool indeed. Now before we end the video, I put up a little poll not too long ago asking if people would be interested in a Keychron K7 giveaway. I did a giveaway a few videos back when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and that was just so much fun that I thought I would do it again, just because I think it's cool just to give back to the community. So I'm still taking responses to see who would be interested, so if you are, go ahead and let me know in the comments, and maybe in the next video, I'll go ahead and do that giveaway. But thank you guys again for watching. Let me know in the comments what you're excited about most, and as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, support me on Patreon, and until next time, geek out.